In today's show, the Bitcoin price metric, which called the 2020 bull run, flashes by again. We're talking about the infamous hash ribbons, as Charles Edwards points out. Look what I found, a blue dot. Now, if you're not familiar with the hash ribbons, there's a popular mantra in crypto, and it's Bitcoin price follows the hash rate. As Raphael Schultz-Kraft points out, Bitcoin hash ribbon is setting up for a buy signal soon. When hash rate recovers and Bitcoin price momentum is positive, hash ribbon has given excellent entry points. As you can see right here on this graph, I'll be breaking this all down for you right here in today's show. Also in today's episode, the Bitcoin price to hit $36,000 in 2021, according to a Kraken crypto sentiment survey. That's right, 2021 outlook remains super bullish. Surveyed participants called for an average Bitcoin price target of $36,600 in 2021. Approximately 8% of respondents provided a price target greater than or equal to $100,000. Roughly 20% of respondents reported a price target greater than or equal to $50,000. I'll be breaking this down for you in today's show. Also, Max Keiser just tweeted, Bitcoin is conducting a 51% attack on the world's fiat money supply. The price of Bitcoin and fiat will go to infinity because none of the world's worthless flag money will survive. None of it has ever over the past 300 years. And he also goes on to share that institutions will shut retail investors out as Bitcoin skyrockets to $1 million, says Max Keiser, as he breaks down right here. The demand for Bitcoin is growing almost exponentially while supply is mathematically locked at 900 a day. And in fact, in 2024, the supply gets cut in half again to 450 a day. This is why I think institutions that are buying Bitcoin will do so directly from miners, and the public won't have a chance to buy any. The public will be shut out as the price skyrockets to $1 million per Bitcoin. Meanwhile, Generation Z, who bought lots of Bitcoin when it was under $100, will be the new global power elite. The world order is about to flip. I'll be breaking all this down for you in today's show. And as Danny Scott points out, Bitcoin held at exchanges is continuing to fall like never seen before. Long-term positions are building. Bitcoin liquidity crisis incoming. Also in today's show, we'll be taking a look at the overall crypto market. As you can see, Bitcoin is pumping once again along with all the major altcoins. But where's the Bitcoin price likely to go from here? Find out all this, plus so much more in today's show. Here at Crypto News Alerts, I drop a brand new episode every single day, so be sure to smash that subscribe button, that's right, and turn on all notifications to receive daily premium crypto news alerts every single day, just like this. And before I kick off today's show, if interested in tapping into OPM, leveraging other people's money to grow your wealth and crypto portfolio, then smash that link right below the video in the description. All right, welcome back to another episode of Crypto News Alerts. I'm your host, JV. Lots to discuss today, so let's kick it off by diving into today's top story. The Bitcoin price metric that called the 2020 bull runs flashes by once again. That's right, an elegant Bitcoin metric that predicted its run to 12,000 in August has flashed bullish again for the first time since July. As noted by creator Charles Edwards on December 3rd, the hash ribbons indicator is now signaling for buyers to enter the Bitcoin market. As Charles Edwards points out right here, look what I found, a blue dot. Hashtag Bitcoin, and here you can see this blue dot on the bottom right of your screen in the graph, which is a signal to buy BTC. Now, uploaded an annotated chart to social media. Edwards, who is also the founder of digital asset manager Caprioli, noted similarities between Bitcoin now and before the previous bullish upticks throughout the year. He goes on to share, look what I found, the blue dot. He commented, identifying the new entry point, as you can see right here on your screen. Hash ribbons are based on Bitcoin's network hash rate behavior and designed to tell investors when price is due to experience upside. In theory, when miners capitulate due to events such as major price correction, hash rate declines, only to revive thanks to Bitcoin's automatically difficulty readjustments, which it readjusts approximately every 2 weeks. Hash ribbons demonstrates that around midway through the miner capitulation is an optimal time to take positions. As the saying goes, price follows hash rate in Bitcoin. Hash ribbons lends technical proof to the popular mantra. Now, Edwards' blue dot occurs when the 30-day hash rate value crosses the 60-day value, indicating a recovery is underway. As Raphael Schultz-Kraft points out right here on crypto Twitter, Bitcoin hash ribbon is setting up for a buy signal soon. When hash rate recovers, 30-day moving average crosses above the 60-day moving average, and Bitcoin price momentum is positive. Hash ribbon has given excellent entry points. Huge thanks Caprioli for such an elegant metric. As he points out right here, you can see all the buy signals right before the market starts to soar and take off, and that's precisely what we're witnessing right now. So I would not be surprised if the market surges once again. Now, here's a question from John B. What's the difference between the light red and the darker red? And Raphael Schultz-Kraft responded, light red equals minor capitulation, Dark red equals minor recovery. End of dark red is a buy signal. This is when the hash rate has recovered and Bitcoin price momentum is positive. The signal comes as Bitcoin continues to range below $20,000, having seen considerable volatility while getting rejected at just above the all-time highs. That's right, just a couple of days ago, we reached a new all-time high for Bitcoin right below $20,000. It was like 19,900 and some change. When do you feel the Bitcoin price is likely to finally smash that 20K hurdle? Drop me a comment right down below. Now, it's important to point out that major selling pressure remains, while conversely, successfully overcoming that 20K resistance would give Bitcoin a clean sweep to the likely next level of resistance at $22,000, exchange order book data shows. Now, before I break down our next story of the day, Bitcoin price to hit $36,000 in 2021, according to a Kraken crypto sentiment survey. First, let's take a look at the overall crypto market. We can see Bitcoin back in the green, up 2% for the day, trading above $19,300. I'd love to see Bitcoin retest that 20K resistance. I feel if we do, we can break through it. We have Ethereum up about 3%, trading above $609. XRP up 1.3%, trading at 62.4 cents. Polkadot up 5%, trading at $5.47. We have Chainlink up 1.5%, trading just below $14. So as you can see, most of the major altcoins are in the green, pumping along with the king of all crypto. All right, now let's break down our next story of the day. From what happened in the last couple of weeks, it appears that the crypto bull market is upon us. Bitcoin has been consistent with its volatility-induced rallies, and this is infusing confidence in investors, so much so that VIP clients in Kraken's latest crypto sentiment survey say that Bitcoin will skyrocket to about $36,000 in 2021. They also feel that Ethereum could revisit its previous highs of $1,500. Let's break it down. The latest Kraken crypto sentiment survey covers investor sentiment for the second half of 2020. The exchange had already conducted a similar survey back in March this year, but then investors were way more optimistic about Bitcoin and Ethereum price growth by December. Now, the same respondents have retraced their bullish calls for Bitcoin and Ether this year, according to the latest numbers. Here you go. The average Bitcoin price target among 309 responses fell 35%. Surveyor survey to $14,866, fell below February's average of $22,866. The median price target also retraced 28% from $19,424 to $14,000, and the most commonly cited price target was $15,000, down 25% from $20,000. Now, with respect to Ethereum, the average price target among 289 responses was $549, off 32% from the previous survey's average of $810. The median price target was unchanged at $500, and the most frequently cited price target was $500, up 66% from $300. I also like to point out that Ethereum 2.0 just rolled out a couple of days ago on December 1st. Let me know if you're bullish for Ethereum. Also, what's your price prediction for Ethereum by the end of next year? I'd love to know your thoughts in the comments right down below. Now, at 72%, traders and investors, down from 81% when the survey was conducted in March, comprised the majority of the survey responses. 18% of responses came from institutions, which are broker, custodian, family office, hedge fund, lender, market player, private equity firm, etc. And the rest of the 4% are from crypto service providers and miners. As compared to March, the researchers at Kraken anticipated a lower price growth optimism from the said respondents since the year is so close to its end. Now for the good news, the outlook for 2021 remains super bullish. That's right, when asked about how they see Bitcoin and Ether prices in the next year, respondents didn't shy away from expressing their mega bullish calls. Survey participants called for an average Bitcoin price target of $36,600 in 2021. Some put the median Bitcoin price target at $25,000, and about 61% of them felt, if not anything else, Bitcoin will at least hit $20,000. Now, a small section of respondents reported hopium-induced ultra-bullish calls. Now, that's probably you guys watching this show right now. Approximately 8% of respondents provided a price target greater than or equal to $100,000, which is my prediction. By the end of next year, I feel the Bitcoin price will be at least $100,000 as the Stock to Flow X model predicts. And roughly 20% of respondents reported a price target greater than or equal to $50,000. Now, surveyed participants were also very optimistic about Ethereum Ethereum's outlook as well in the next year. This sentiment came from the discussions around Ethereum's network upgrade and the growing popularity of the DeFi ecosystem. Respondents think Ethereum will trade at an average price of $1,454 in 2021. Also, at the same time, close to 59% believe that Ether will at least hit $800. Additionally, 22% of respondents see Ether surpassing its previous all-time high of $1,595 set in early January of 2018, and just under 92% see Ethereum at the very least trading higher than the current price in 2021. Pretty cool, right? And what becomes evident from the aforementioned numbers is that participants in a price prediction survey tend to project bullish figures for the longer term. So what will the Bitcoin and Ethereum price likely be before the end of 2021? Let me know your bullish price predictions in the comments right down below. And before I break down the latest from Max Keiser and we discuss a 51% attack on the world's fiat money supply, which can drive the Bitcoin price to infinity, as well as break down his latest predictions that the Bitcoin price will skyrocket to $1 million as institutions shut retail investors out, let's first take a look at the overall crypto market cap, sitting at $577 billion with $160 billion in volume in the past 24 hours, and current Bitcoin dominance is 62.3% according to CoinMarketCap. Now checking out the top gainers within the top 100, we have Hedera Hashgraph up 7.5%, trading at 3.8 cents. Band Protocol up 9%, trading at $6.93. We have Ample Fourth up 8%, trading at $1.67. Engine Coin Go ENJ up 6%, trading at 15.7 cents, and YFI up 4.6%, trading just below $30,000. And now checking out the biggest losers within the top 100, we have stable coins such as USD Coin down 0.10%. That's because most of the altcoins are currently pumping, so I'm not even going to cover the biggest losers. Just let me know which altcoins in particular are you most bullish on right now. Drop me a comment right down below. And now checking out the Binance margins, we can see the bears are barely in control, leading with 50.5% shorts versus about 49.5% longs. Are you currently bullish or bearish on the king of all crypto? Holla at your boy. And now checking out one of my favorite indicators is the Crypto Greed and Fear Index. It shows we're currently rated a 92 in extreme greed. Yesterday was a 92, and last week a 93 in extreme greed, and last month a 71 in greed. And if you're not familiar with the Crypto Greed and Fear Index, extreme fear can be a sign investors are too worried. That can be a great buying opportunity, aka BTFD, buy that freaking dip. And when investors are getting too greedy, like we're witnessing right now, that means the market is due for a correction. All right, now I love this tweet from Tyler Winklevoss, who just wrote, 2020 is the year of uncertainty and chaos, the pandemic lockdown, social unrest, untested election, etc. You can't make this script up. The stage has been set for Bitcoin to moon. Now, if you're not familiar with Tyler and Cameron Winklevoss's bullish price predictions, they predict a $500,000 Bitcoin price as they expect a flippening to occur between the gold market cap currently sitting above 9 trillion and the current Bitcoin market cap, which is currently like 360 billion in that ballpark. When there's a flippening, they feel the Bitcoin price could soar as high as $500,000. Now, Saeed responded, what about when things get back to normal next year? Winklevoss responded, in terms of the money supply, it's never going back to normal unless the Fed starts burning dollar bills. That's a fact. And before I break down the latest from Max Keiser and his bullish price predictions, first I want to remind you to smash that show more button right below the video in the description for a detailed analysis of what's going on in the market. This goes for all 600 plus videos right here on my YouTube channel. Also some very helpful resources for you to plug into, including the blog to my podcast, which could be found at cryptonewsyes.com. Also be sure to smash that subscribe button right below this video to receive daily crypto news alerts just like this. It also helps support the channel tremendously, and I greatly appreciate your continued support. You can also find us on all the major podcasting platforms, from Spotify, the home of the Joe Rogan Experience, to Apple's iTunes. You can also follow me on Twitter to receive daily crypto news alerts. My Twitter handle is Crypto News Yes. And for those of you active on Facebook, I do have a private crypto Facebook group entitled Crypto Alchemy. To join it, click this link, request to join. I'll be sure to plug you in. And for those of you active on Telegram, I do have a private crypto Telegram chat. To join it, click this link. You'll automatically be added, and I'm looking forward to connecting with you personally on the inside. All right, now let's break down the latest tweet from Max Keiser, who wrote, Bitcoin is conducting a 51% attack on the world's fiat money supply. The price of Bitcoin and fiat will go to infinity because none of the world's worthless flag money will survive. None of it ever has over the past 300 years. Now, I tend to agree, because as the money printer continue to go is basically going to make fiat currency worthless. And with Bitcoin having a finite supply of 21 million coins which could ever be in circulation, and let's not forget there's probably millions of Bitcoin lost and gone forever. And I agree that the Bitcoin price will continue to soar against fiat currency, and eventually in the future they'll have to compare Bitcoin to gold and not fiat, because one Bitcoin could be worth literally tens of millions of dollars, especially if there's a devaluing of our currency, which many experts are predicting. So yeah, I want to repeat this one more time. The price of Bitcoin and fiat will go to infinity because none of the world's worthless flag money will survive. Let me know if you agree or disagree in the comments right down below. Now, we all know that infinity is kind of vague for a Bitcoin prediction, so I'd like to share this with you. Institutions will shut retail investors out as Bitcoin skyrockets to $1 million, says Max Keiser. That's right, the Wall Street vet says he believes a supply shock will fuel Bitcoin's rise to $1 million. In an interview with Express, the host of the Keiser Report, shout out to Max and Stacy Herbert, convinced institutions will find ways to purchase Bitcoin directly from miners and effectively box retail investors out. As he shared right here, the demand for Bitcoin is growing almost exponentially, while supply is mathematically locked at 900 Bitcoin per day. And in fact, in 2024, the supply gets cut in half again to 450 Bitcoin per day. This is why I think institutions that are buying Bitcoin will do so directly from miners, and the public won't have any chance to buy any. The public will be shut out as the price skyrockets to $1 million per BTC. Meanwhile, Generation Z, who bought lots of Bitcoin when it was under $100, will be the new global power elite. The world order is about to flip, so move over, old world order, and make room for Bitcoiners. Just saying. And as Danny Scott points out right here, this is pretty huge. Bitcoin held at exchanges continuing to fall like never seen before. Long-term positions are building. Bitcoin liquidity crisis incoming. That's right, there is going to be a Bitcoin shortage. Let's talk about this for a moment. With PayPal currently purchasing about 70% of the newly mined Bitcoin supply, and Square, which is the Cash App, Jack Dorsey's company, purchasing the other remaining 30% of the newly mined Bitcoin supply. That's not even considering MicroStrategy or Grayscale. I know Grayscale just purchased like 7,500 Bitcoin in the past week alone. I know MicroStrategy recently purchased like over $500 million worth of Bitcoin, and they did so at $11,111.11. So with Bitcoin trading at almost $20,000, that means they almost doubled their investment. There is massive institutional demand right now. We had Citibank recently come out predicting a $318,000 Bitcoin price by December of 2021. I mean, things couldn't get more bullish. Now, what's going to happen to the Bitcoin price when the demand continues to soar and the supply dries up? It's basic stock to flow. You feel me? The price is just going to soar to the moon because strong hands such as the MicroStrategies are not going to sell any of their Bitcoin, and it's going to become more and more scarce and more difficult to attain. That's what's going to drive the Bitcoin price. And Keiser points to the fact that high-profile investors such as Paul Tudor Jones, who came out earlier this year saying he invested 2% of his overall investment portfolio into Bitcoin, and Stanley Druckenmiller and Bill Miller are now bullish on Bitcoin as a sign of what's to come. He also notes that PayPal's new support for Bitcoin is another game changer, citing recent estimates that the payments company is buying more than the daily supply of Bitcoin. That's right, Keiser says the daily demand for Bitcoin from top trading platforms appears to be at least 2,600 Bitcoin, while the amount of daily supply from mining is locked at 900 Bitcoin per day. So there you have it. If the major trading platforms alone are needing at least 2,600 Bitcoin per day, and there's only 900 new Bitcoin being mined each day, that's going to lead to a supply shortage. And when there's a shortage, that's going to lead to massive parabolic gains. Just saying. And now for a quick recap of what I covered with you right here in today's show. The Bitcoin price metric that called the 2020 bull runs flashes by once again. That's right, we're talking about the Bitcoin hash ribbons. As Charles Edwards points out, look what I found, a blue dot. Every time there has been a blue dot, we have seen nice gains in the Bitcoin market. That's right, because as the mantra goes, the Bitcoin price follows the hash rate. And as Raphael Schultz-Kraft points out, Bitcoin hash ribbon is setting up for a buy signal soon. When hash rate recovers and Bitcoin price momentum is positive, hash ribbon has given excellent entry points. As you can see right here on your screen, all these buy signals. Also in today's show, I shared that the Bitcoin price can hit $36 $6,000 in 2021, according to a Kraken crypto sentiment survey. And I also shared the latest from Max Keiser, who predicts Bitcoin is conducting a 51% attack on the world's fiat money supply, and that the price of Bitcoin and fiat will go to infinity because none of the world's worthless flag money will survive, and none of it ever has over the past 300 years. And as I pointed out, he predicts that institutions will shut retail investors out as Bitcoin skyrockets to $1 million. And as Danny Scott points out, Bitcoin held at exchanges continues to fall like never seen before. Long-term positions are building. Bitcoin liquidity crisis incoming. So where do you feel the Bitcoin price is likely to go from here? Drop me a comment right down below. Well, that's going to conclude today's show. As always, I appreciate you tuning in and journeying along with me inside this incredible crypto matrix. If you gain value out of today's show, be sure to smash that subscribe button, that's right, and turn on all notifications to receive daily premium crypto news alerts every single day, just like this. And real quick before I go, if interested in tapping into OPM, leveraging other people's money to grow your wealth and crypto portfolio, then smash that link right below the video in the description. You'll be glad you did, and I look forward to seeing you on tomorrow's episode. Peace.